What is up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to another one of the PCT episodes where I document if I lost my strength and gains coming off cycle into PCT. And this is a chest day, and I wanted to highlight how I'm training now. Again, if you guys are following me on Instagram at Russo Lifts, which I highly suggest you do, I wrote a big Instagram post about this, but essentially, when I was on Cycle Enhanced, I was doing a ton of high volume, a ton of sets, ridiculous amount of volume, like as much volume as I could possibly fit into the workout and go as heavy as possible the entire time because, I had unlimited endurance, my muscles never tired out, and I could just push to this crazy limit on Cycle. I can no longer do that in PCT, going back to natty status. I'm not completely natural, but this is, much more natural than I was. So I switched back into heavy central nervous system strength compound trainings, essentially. So me and Dante decided to start off on incline, and we worked our way up pyramid style to pretty much a heavy set of 4 or 5. And again, I'm still getting used to the heavier weights. I then decided to add in more volume to the workout with incline dumbbell, and I worked my way up to the 110-pound dumbbells. And then I kind of threw in some hypertrophy, high volume stuff after. But the whole point of this, and again, I really highly stress this in PCT, although most people who use PEDs, don't train that hard in general, in my opinion. But you need to go in and you need to get under heavy weights because that's naturally how you build muscle naturally, is through heavy compound lifting. So that was my whole goal, is to stimulate my central nervous system. Here's an example of a volume set. So I took the 90s to failure and then drop set it and then drop set it again. But the whole goal would be to get as many solid strength working sets as possible to keep my muscle mass and strength. And overall, I really haven't shrunk as bad as I thought, but I definitely am losing weight and am not nearly as strong, not gonna lie. But I've really maintained the strength. I just can't really, I don't have like the muscular endurance, and I'm just holding on to the strength. I don't really care about size because next cycle I think I'm going to explode based on my current strength, and this PCT is pretty crazy. But a lot of people are asking me, how I train natural versus training on cycle, and I thought I'd go into more training now since I'm not allowed to post all my SARMS content, or I have to beat around the bush. So I might as well talk about my different training techniques, and I kind of keep it off the kilter just because, you see a lot of training on YouTube, but I'm going to try and add in my own supersets and stuff like this one here. So comment if you want to see more of this. Alright, so that was some of the training. I'm going to talk about, my diet now. So I'm still going to continue to cut even though I'm in PCT. Now, I personally am just going to try and get as close to 10% as possible. Don't really care if I lose some muscle mass because next time I hop on the bicycle, personally I think I'm going to explode, especially since I've really been really good at maintaining my strength this PCT and have been really on point with my PCT stuff. And, I'm feeling pretty much the same. A lot of people want me to talk about like the mental aspects of PCT and like, do you change when you come off? I think that is dosage dependent in my opinion. Again, I know a lot of people think, my cycles are crazy, blah, blah, blah. But really, my cycles are like really, in my opinion, they're really not anything insane. In fact, they're really low dosage stuff, in my opinion, compared to, what people send me and what I watch and read online. Again, I'm all about, constant progression. I'm not about shooting all the way up and then shooting down or, shotgun blasting. Like, it is a marathon, not a sprint. Obviously, if you're in a marathon, you have to run at a hard pace the entire race, but you have to be able to keep that up. So, you got to pick your pace wisely, in my opinion, on a marathon. And you got to be strategic about it and keep slowly trotting forward at a constant pace, rather than trying to take these jumps forwards and then collapsing or, dying off in the race, essentially. So that's my goal as far as that goes. But mentally, I definitely notice it a tiny bit, but nothing really crazy. I think it depends on your personality in general. I'm a pretty mellow dude, don't really get that amped up. It's except with Rad 140, that one kind of makes me irritated. But essentially, with the testosterone, I really never noticed a increase in mood or aggression or anything like that, even at 500. But R80 140 and other stuff like S23, I've definitely noticed, slight agitation, which goes away upon PCT, obviously. And overall, the Clomid definitely makes me moody. That's why a lot of people are very anti-Clomid. However, it really hasn't been that bad this time. It really depends on what's going on in your life, how bad Clomid can really, mess with your mind. But so far, so good. Knock on armchair, fake wood. But yeah, I'm going to start tapering, and then I'm going to wait for the half-lives to clear, get my bloods done, see my HDL, LDL, ALT, and obviously my testosterone, LH, and FSH. Make sure all those numbers are in check and go from there. And plan out what I'm going to do next. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I want to compete at this point. I think, next go around, I'm going to be pretty legit because I'm going to be lean for once. It's been forever since I was actually lean, and that's what I'm going for next cycle, is to maximize the growth by getting to a very lean body fat, which I was kind of lazy about because I was just constantly trying to put on mass and size. But I should have took a break, maintenance, cut off, but I didn't. But this time I'm going to do it right, in my opinion. So I'm going to keep cutting and continue my cardio in PCT. Might atrophy a little bit more, but as you guys saw from the training and my training style, I think I'm going to be holding on to most of my strength. As long as my strength is there, the size will come with it. And I really haven't lost that much size besides the nitrogen retention look. So I shrunk in because I'm not holding nearly as much minerals, or my muscles aren't nearly as full all day. So hope you guys learned something, and I will see you in my next one. I appreciate everyone who's checked out the new channel. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, and I'm going to be coming out with topic videos as well. So I'll see you guys in my next one.